easiest one.
Yeah, now we have to start remembering things.
Oh, yeah. So, all those years ago, it was you first. The Revival Folk Club. We keep thinking more and more about the revival and the first wave of folk clubs in the middle 50s for a slightly sad reason, because a lot of those people that we knew when we were kids are just beginning to sort of disappear now. Sooty Broughton, who was one of the major folk club organisers from the Portsmouth area, died last week, and he was a big slice of both our professional lives. But yeah, so 15 or 16 we were there at the Jolly Porter trying to get in there, and that was the club, that was the Revival Folk Club in Exeter, whence we first became acquainted with certainly West Country traditional music via wonderful people like Tony Rose and so on. Pete, I cannot remember, I've told you this before, but I can't remember the first pro act I saw at the Jolly Porter was either you and Chris or Tony, but I cannot remember which order it was. So
Probably both of us.
it might have been both of you. That's a thought. I am confused, aren't I?
They did work together one time, that was many years later.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go. But yeah, it's all in there somewhere, you know. It's, yeah, so, and there's these guys, most of them are still around, apart from wonderful Martin Bloomer, who I shared a house with for a while, who's sadly no longer with us. But the Barry Listers of this world, the Dave Lowrys and the Dave Griggses are, and this is from where we learnt this West Country traditional folk song.
This is from the Bear and Gould collection. This is actually a very early women's song. And although Bear and Gould emasculated many folk songs, took out the naughty bits, expurgated and emasculated, this one actually retained the title Both Sexes. Give it to the fans.
Sex, why bloody hell.
In those days, sex meant gender and nothing else.
Not as bad as a man called Ralph Dunstan, but more of him later.
Oh, really?
Okay. The bloke who wrote the Cornish Songbook.
Oh, well, yeah. Alright, it's you.
Sweet mother I sing. Can find lots of dolls who won't Nancy, the mates of a beggar or king. When Adam was first created, the Lord of the universe crowned, his happiness was not completed until after helpmate was found. A garden was planted by nature, man could not produce in his life. And the rest that he did as creator discovered he wanted a wife. He had horses and foxes for hunting, which most men loved dearly his life. No relish and food was a wanting, but still he was short of a wife. By nature, man could not love.
We've done that already. As Adam lay resting.
As Adam lay resting in slumber, he lost a small rib from his side. And when he awoke, 'twas in wonder to see a most beautiful bride. In transport he gazed upon her, his happiness now was complete. He praised it the bountiful doctor, and to him had given a maid. His head set a rule of to triumphant man, nor what she took out of his foot served by him to be trampled upon. But she was taken out of his sight, sir, his equal could pardon to be so. Yet mounted his man with his pride, sir, yet man is still top of the tree. So let not the fairy despise it, by man has lost part of himself. Let woman by man be a prize, that's more than the world full of wealth. For a man without woman to beg, for by him the world was possessed. For a beggar that's got a good woman, with more than the world is he blessed.
I only remembered it, you see, because I've actually done it recently. So.
Oh, have you?
Whereas you probably looked at that